I was bullied quite a lot growing up from a very young age. I know a lot of people will sit there and go, well, you caused it. And I probably did. When I started school, I was the bully. I used to kick my friends, I used to steal their things, I used to pinch them and bite them. I was a very angry child. And nobody quite knew why. I didn't know why. And it hurt me because I was hurting my friends. I had no friends. I felt lonely. This carried on, not me bullying them, but the bullying carried on right through junior school into middle school and high school. It became a bit too much between year 10 and 11. There was many times that I'd thought or tried to commit suicide because I felt like I wasn't good enough. Maybe what the people were telling me, the bullies were telling me, was right. Maybe I shouldn't have been there. Maybe there was a reason what happened to me when I was younger happened. But we'll go into that in another recording or another episode. We'll get round to that eventually. And you begin to believe them. You begin to believe that you're not worthy, that you're not supposed to be loved and cared for, that all of this is just one sick, twisted game. And you do things that you wouldn't necessarily do. It changes you as a person. It affects your mental health, your mental well-being. It affects every aspect of your life, from your sleeping, your eating, the way you process things, what happens around you. A lot of the bullies that I dealt with, they knew a lot of my past. They knew of the fact that I'm not like everybody else. And they played on it a lot. I remember the amount of times that I was told in the middle of the playground that nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. You should have just been left for dead all those years ago. What's the point in you being here? You're fat, you're useless, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're geeky, you don't know what you're doing, you're mentally incapable, you're attention seeking, all of that. Every day, day in, day out, for hours on end, the hair pulling, the kicking, the screaming, the being tormented. It got far too much. And my mental health took a huge hit. I went from being somebody who was quite happy with herself to somebody who would hide away, would cover herself, would wear tons and tons of makeup just to hide the fact that she wasn't happy, who would have to spend hours doing her hair and makeup just because it made her feel better. I would be the girl that had stopped speaking to people, had stopped speaking her truth, had stopped speaking out, and became the quiet, shy one in the corner who wouldn't speak to anybody. It was almost as if I felt I didn't belong. And in some respects, I probably didn't. I'm not like everybody else. I haven't had a normal upbringing. I mean, I've had the family, the mum, the dad, the brother. I've had that. And I wouldn't change that for the world. Christ, my parents have given me the world. I owe them more than I ever have. But in those moments, it was really difficult. And during the bullying and the hit that it had on my mental health, I had no other way, or at least I didn't see another way out apart from trying to end my life as I knew it. I didn't see any reason to carry on. As far as I was concerned, nobody loved me, nobody cared about me. I was fat, useless, stupid, and I shouldn't have been there. And I spent several attempts before I eventually gave up and decided that I would hate myself for the rest of my life. And that in fact, actually the world owed me and not the other way round.